Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Danniell Brown, and in this video we're going to be doing something a little different. I'm going to be sharing something with you. I saw it on Twitter and I thought it best to include it in my content creation. So I was minding my own business, of course, scrolling through Twitter one evening when I saw a tweet from a Simon Johnson. I'm not going to call his Twitter handle because I don't want to get myself in any trouble. So I'm going to share it somewhere on my screen or somewhere here so you can see it. And if you want to pronounce it, you can. But if you want to reach out to him or you want to find him on Twitter, you can go right ahead. So Simon or Simeon, I'm going to call him Johnson. So Johnson shared a tweet and it got a lot of replies, and I am going to share why. All right, so he said in the tweet, 30 plus Twitter. He's referring to persons 30 and older. What I'm assuming this is a typo. I'm just going to read exactly what he said. All right, I'm not going to grammatically correct anything. Just look at the context. Just look at the context and take what you can from the message that they're sharing with you. All right. So it reads, I'm going to put it somewhere so you can read it along with me because I'm going to be screenshotting it so you can see what I'm reading. So it says, let me go back to the top. So the first tweet that he said, it says, what is some advice? What are some advice? Okay, so basically what he's asking persons to do is to share advice, life advice, so other persons can benefit from. All right, that's essentially what he wanted. So he gave themes or eras in which they would give the advice on. So the eras are, or he said, as it relates to finances, relationships, career, life in general. And then he said, hashtag, it stops with me. Now, Neville Graham, he was the first person to respond to this tweet, the tweet from Mr. Johnson. He said, less is more. Don't buy your house till you're 35 plus. Of all your investment, it will probably have the least return. Invest in nice clothes, watch, suit, work dress. Let me read that again. He said, invest in nice clothes, watch, suit, work dress. Join a service club or an association. You will get bigger. That's what Neville Graham is saying. The next person, of course, I had to jump into this because, the next person was me. I'm not sure if you, well, I'm going to just put it on somewhere. So I said to Mr. Graham, I said, I like this because, so let me read what I said. I said, I like this. I'm giving the props to Mr. Neville Graham. I said, I like this, but still trying to wrap my head around less is more, then invest in nice clothes. If you understood something else, maybe I missed something, feel free to say it in the comments below. Oh, he responded. I had no idea that he responded. All right, so he said, invest in 2 or 3 things. Don't run down everything. Less is more, okay? Nice work clothes go a very far way. Okay, I must respond to this tweet. Okay, so somebody said, I would say buy earlier if you can afford to. Your first house doesn't necessarily have to be your last. Ali Clark said that. And then Neville Graham chipped in again. He said, why? Because it looks good. Do the math. If you buy a house with a 10% deposit and the rest mortgage, you are literally throwing away your money. Better take the cash, invest, and wait till you have 30 to 40% for your deposit. Okay. Somebody responded to Neville again. Your first, this person is the practical advisor. They said your first house should be investment. Can be used to leverage other properties in the future. Short future. Multiple sources of income. Naturally, inflation light and appreciates in value. In response, Neville Graham said, all I'm saying is that it's better to rent or stay with family for 10 to 15 years and throw all savings into investments than to try get a house right away. In most cases, you will actually be wealthier with a better asset. Cash, he put cash in bracket. Check the numbers and question the narrative. That's what he said. And then in another tweet, in a separate tweet, he said, asterisk, if you're buying your house with 20% or less deposit. Okay, I think that was a correction from the previous tweet. All right, so scrolling down here, Obi-Wan, I'm going to just sit back for this because it's going to be a lot of tweets. It's going to be a lot. I just feel like this content is very good and I must share it with the little subscribers that I have. All right, so Obi-Wan Nadobi, I think it's a Nigerian name. If not, okay, but I won't try to pronounce it again. But I'm just gonna call her Obi for now. And by the way, because her tip was so on point, I had to follow her on Twitter because it is what I believe in as well. So, all right, enough talking. I'm going to share what she said. She says, finances, invest, get life insurance, hold off on the new car purchase, get a pension plan, relationship, sort yourself out first, spiritually, mentally, emotionally. Your person will come. Don't get married before 30 and life experiences. Career, don't dim your lights. Be happy. I'm going to read that again because it had some hyphens and dashes and commas and I didn't want to lose the entire meaning while reading, so I'm just going to try to read it in her tone. Okay, let's just get into it. She said, when I say must stop like this, just know that it's a hyphen. All right, so she's bulleting the areas in which she's talking. All right, I'm just going to put it up here so you can read. In the meanwhile, I'm just going to read it over. Finances. Invest, get life insurance, hold off on the new car purchase, get a pension plan, relationship, sort yourself out first spiritually, mentally, emotionally. Your person will come. Don't get married before 30 and life experiences. All right, I'm just going to just ensure that you can see what she says. So in response to Obi's tweet, somebody said, question, why not get married before 30? Do you suggest life insurance without kids and why get life insurance? So she responded to that tweet. She said, I got life insurance at 22, had a great health, low premium, plus you can change beneficiaries. I think the 20s is to be single and have fun. Find out who you are and what you like, then get married. So for all of those who keep asking me, Danniell, what's going on? There's a response. Hello, Okay. All right, so somebody else responded. Let me see. Oh, well, of course. So I responded. I said, I couldn't agree with you more. You just earned yourself a new follower. Of course, somebody responded. Let me see. Because somebody responded to her tweets. Okay, so the same person who challenged Obi's tweet, the person responded. The person said, thank you, I get what you're saying. I got married at 22, didn't like the idea of life insurance because I had good health and I hated the thought. She's supposed to say thought, she said thought. She said, and I hated the thought of death. Having kids now changed my perspective on it. I have to leave something behind. They will not start from scratch. Okay. All right, so I think everybody's on the same page here. Now, scrolling down because more and more persons, they're seeing the tweets and they're getting into it and sharing their life lessons or their life tips. So, Cole Alan Douglas said, family first, own your own home, and he put priority in brackets. Then he said, save, 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 pray, and have faith. Somebody called my word for 2021 is focus. That's her Twitter handle. Well, that's her name on Twitter. I won't try to pronounce her Twitter handle. She was just agreeing with the first tweet. She said, great question. In response to her, Mr. Johnson, the person who started the thread, he said, look like this topic needs space. I couldn't agree more. Somebody said, I won't try to pronounce that name. It's the handle, of course. Somebody said in bullets, 1 to 4. 1, buy real estate, preferably a house or apartment, ASAP. Aim for most affordable house in a good area. Aim to keep monthly expenses low. Don't invest in intimacy or cars seriously in your 20s. Better to invest in assets. Publish your work. It will help with networking. And I agree. Oh, we continued 8 to 10. Number 8. I don't understand how you reach at 8. Let me see if I missed 5, 4. Let me just check here. So 5 is here. It says 5 is learn a valuable high income skill. The more, the better. Number 6 says before selecting a major at a university, try and talk to employers and alumni. Many people today don't even utilize their majors in their job, and I agree with that. Number 7 says get some international work experience. And by the way, that look that I just gave a while ago, that's for my dad. If he's watching this right now, that's for him. Let me just read that again, just for emphasis. And the 7th point is get some international work experience. So I think there is, let me just jump out of this and go to 8. So 8 says, you'll make mistakes along the way. Don't be so hard on yourself. You're doing the best you can. Number 9 says, minimize debt. Maximize income. Not easy, but offer a valuable product or service to a hungry market. And then he said that you should follow him. Okay. All right, so he's saying follow Johnson. Oh, all right, so I just made out what Johnson's handle is. It says guru in trading _ I'm going to put it somewhere so you can see it. So he's saying that you should follow Mr. Johnson on Twitter. In response to the original tweet, somebody said, or Jojo _Joen said, not in the 30 plus group yet, but close. So always pay full balance of credit card. Do the maximum voluntary contribution for your pension while you are younger. First car is never your last car, so prioritize resale value and keep it simple. Now that's a tip Somebody said, "Hi, may you go a little more in depth about the first car thing, please? Asking for a friend." So, of course, Jojo responded. Jojo said, "As in, stick to what market perceives as more value long term." And he gave some example, and I think this tip is for me. Just saying. So the examples are Honda, Toyota, and Suzuki. If you care for it really, well, when you are ready to sell those cars, you may actually have deposit left for next car after you clear your loan. Also, they are easier to sell if you are in a crunch. Okay. Somebody responded to Jojo's tweet. The person said, also, your first house is unlikely to be your dream house, so just focus on getting a house. Okay, so it's just repeating what Jojo said before. All right, so ml.sims responded to the tweet. So this person said, career, be flexible in your approach to career building. Learn processes and language of your organization before you make your presence known. I think that's a very good tip. Number 3, seek out mentors at your level and higher. Manage your response to colleagues. And number 5, avoid gossipers and don't gossip. Neil Bobby agreed with that tweet. He said, great advice. Any tips on how to reach out on potential mentors? All right. Let me see. All right. So ML Sims responded. ML Sims said, mentorship doesn't require any formal process. Seek out and talk consistently with persons in your immediate environment. Those who are doing well or have an understanding of people and the world, which can improve your understanding. Also, join social clubs like Kiwanis, etc. Neil Bobby said thanks. Scrolling down, Queen Vashti said, children are expensive. Their presence will affect your finances, your relationship with your spouse, and have an impact on your career. I couldn't agree more. Ali Clark said, okay, so in essence, don't have them. That's in response to Queen Vashti. Did somebody respond to Ali Clark? Let me see. Okay, so Siobhan Beckford responded. Siobhan Beckford said, yes, don't have them, especially if you're broke. Ali Clark said, that's a broad statement. It's okay if someone doesn't want kids, but for those who do, it's good to have them when you can give them the best. A lot of people have children and they hinder them. Hey guys, so real quick, I had to stop the video, so I'm just doing another recording so I can finish up this entire video. My battery died and I think you were seeing too much of my nose hole. On a serious note, yeah, I think that the tripod was a little bit too, I think, low. So you were getting too much access to my nostrils. And I was going on and on and on and not realizing that my battery was going to die and that my phone was, almost full. So I had to make some space and do some quick charges. And I'm here again with the same tweet. I'm going to just read the others that stood out for me and not prolong this video any further. But if you're interested, I can drop the link in the description box so you can go and see the thread, because I think it's, I think the thread has a lot to offer persons who are interested in knowing the do's and don'ts of life. And if you're young, this thread is especially for you. All right, so where was I? I think the last thing I read was from Exultant, and I was wondering what FOMO meant. So I'm just going to go down and see the others. So Value Creator said finance, invest as early as you can. relationships. Everybody comes with baggage. It is just, can you live with it? Career. When you say I'm gonna do this, you know, I'm one of those hyphen thing, and they're just talking, they just give a title and then they're just saying what is supposed to be underneath that title. So this is me saying career. Learn as much as you can. Today, disruption changes trajectory at any time. Life in general, thank God, good and bad. Ask Him and you shall receive. Be positive. Okay? Pills said, I would say be disciplined in everything you do. Life is a consistent learning lesson. Nothing will ever be easy, but not everything will be hard. Don't be afraid to fail. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Your gut instincts are never wrong. That's very good. Somebody, Jana said, I am so proud of you for answering. Okay. Scrolling down. Somebody said pension, pension, pension. Ols.try says screw pension. Buy rental. Buy. Some people just mysterious, Can you imagine? All right, remember, these are not my opinions. I'm just reading other person's opinions. All right, so I'm not allowed to laugh right now. So, in response to somebody saying pension, 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 somebody responded and said, screw pension, buy rental property. All right, I'm forced to say something. So, imagine you reach a pension age and you're still not able to afford what you need, and you have to be working still. How the hell you going to buy rental property? That makes sense. We're going to get the income from. Maybe I'm not understanding. Maybe it's just me not understanding. All right, let's move on. Let me see if somebody responded to that person. All right, so somebody responded. Somebody said, Plastic Swede said, that's just another approach to pension. Pension is more generally, how will you maintain economic independence after retirement? I'm not an advisor, but I wouldn't depend solely on rentals and property prices. Okay, we'll work with that. Sima said, open a credit union account, get critical illness insurance there with life insurance. Okay. Toxic said, enjoy your 20s. Save no matter how small. Seek out investment opportunities, narrow in and learn all you can about them. Enjoy your 20s. That's what he said. J.A. Lorichin said, document every business arrangement. Get in writing. Save as much as you can and invest in well-located real estate, even if it's a tiny studio. So Kevin O'Brien Chang said, advice to young, listen closely to your inner voice and follow your considered instincts. You will naturally make mistakes, but try to learn from them. Biggest mistake would be trying to avoid making any mistakes. Mistakes are only things we really learn from, young or old. I agree. To honor the descendants, it's not descendants, it's descendants. That is the Twitter handle. This person said, agreed. For some, the Jamaican experience means not trying at all rather than fail. Success or nothing. Ali Clark said, get a pension plan, set goals, and work earnestly towards achieving them. Make sacrifices. Don't take relationship advice from someone who can't keep a relationship for half a year. Your mother doesn't always have to like your partner. Do not be stuck in a dead-end job. I think that one is for me. And the person continued to say, treat yourself each time you get paid. Matters not how small. You earned it. Find something you enjoy doing, and whenever you feel down, go to it. Love yourself. Not everything will be black and white, so don't beat yourself too hard. A house is a good asset regardless of location. All right, so I'm just going to end it here. And for those who want to continue reading the tweets, Where is it? For those who want to continue reading the tweets, feel free to do so. There's a wealth of knowledge there, and I really don't want anybody on my channel to miss out on it. So I'm going to just post the link to the thread there so you can go through it in your own time. All right. So what can you pick out? What can we pick out from the thread? What themes stood out for you? For me, it is saying, look about your health insurance. It reminds me that the first scar is not your last scar. All right. Your first home is not your last home. Invest, 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 invest. Right? Invest, 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 invest. Save, 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 save. Don't invest too much in a relationship, especially if you know it's not going anywhere. Look about the things that you can grow into or grow with. Right? Don't rush into marriage. Take your time, because your 20s, if you're in your 20s, is literally for you to navigate life, have fun. Alright guys, so I think I need to end this video now, because this is my third recording since I've started, so I had to stop a third time to restart the video. I got a call right in the middle of my recording, so I had to stop and come back here. Alright, so thank you so very much for sticking it out with me. I hope you were informed. I hope you were enlightened. I hope that you were able to get something from what was said or what I read from the tweets that I shared earlier in the video. I hope that somewhere along the line you can apply some of what you have learned to your life, and then later down in the years you can come back here and comment and say, Danniell, if it was not for that tweet that you shared with us, then I would not be able to do this or do that or do that, you know. So feel free to let me know if you have anything else to add to the wealth of knowledge that was shared, so other persons, like I always say, can benefit from them. Stay tuned for more videos from moi. I might just turn this into a part 2, but who knows, because there's a lot more to be said and there's a lot more to be read. I just didn't want to stretch out this YouTube video any further. Alright guys, so thank you so very much for sticking it out with me to the end of this video. I know it was long and it could be longer, but I had another call. I had a call right in the ending of the video, so I had to stop and then start over to just finish properly. So thank you so very much for sticking with me. I hope that whatever that was said, you were able to benefit from it. No matter how small it is, I hope that you were able to benefit from it. If something stood out for you, you can write it in the comment section so other persons can view it and add their own to it. Hopefully somewhere in life you can use it to say, okay, I think I should invest, or okay, I think I should save, or you know, start a family in my 30s and not in my 20s. You know, you never can tell what these advice can do for you. So just let me know in the comment section what you think, and as usual, I'll be down there waiting on you to comment. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, and if you are yet to subscribe,